Welcome back to Learn Economia. In this video also we'll be discussing a little bit about microeconomics. In this video actually we will be discussing the revenue curves in different market structures. So first understand what revenue is, then we will discuss the revenue curves in different market structures. Okay, revenue is the income earned by a firm by selling its goods or service in the market. So we can say that it is the value of goods of a firm which accrue to the firm that we understand as revenue. So it's very important to understand the difference between revenue and profit. Profit is equal to revenue less cost. So the difference between revenue and cost is known as the profit. Okay. Here we need to understand the difference among total revenue, marginal revenue and average revenue. That's very important. Okay, when it comes to total revenue, it is a total income that a firm uh, earns from selling its goods or service in the market. Now it is equal to the sum of all marginal revenue. And when it comes to notation, we can say that TR, that is total revenue, is equal to P into Q, that is price into quantity, price into quantity sold in the market, or in other words we could say that TR is equal to sigma MR, that is the summation of the marginal revenues. Now coming to the average revenue, it is the revenue per unit of output sold in the market, that is the average revenue, or we could say that it's the price per unit of the commodity. And average revenue could be calculated by dividing the total revenue with the number of units or number of units of output sold in the market. That is AR is equal to TR by Q. That AR stands for average revenue, TR is the total revenue, and Q is the number of units of output sold in the market. Now, marginal revenue. Marginal revenue is the additional revenue that a firm or a producer earns as a result of selling an additional unit of the commodity in the market. And that is, in other words, we could see that marginal revenue is the addition or changes made to the total revenue as a result of changes made changes in the quantity sold in the market. That is, marginal revenue is equal to delta TR by delta Q. Delta means change, TR is the total revenue, and Q is the quantity of output sold in the market. And in other words, we could see that MR is equal to TRN minus TRN minus 1. TRN is the total revenue of this particular period, and TRN minus 1 is the total revenue of last period. Now, when you come to different kinds of market, we have already discussed the different forms of market structure. So if you haven't watched that video where we have discussed about the different forms of market structures, please go and watch that video, because it's very important to understand the basics of market structure and all, to understand the revenue curves under different markets. So having said so, come to revenue curves under different market structures. We know that there have been different kinds of market. As a result, it's very important to understand that there have been different kinds of revenue curves as well. Okay, revenue curves in perfect competition is actually different from that of the imperfect competition. So it's very important to understand the difference between these. Now, if you come to the perfect competition or a perfect market, perfect competitive market, you could see that there have been a large number of buyers and sellers in the market, and the firm is a price taker, just selling homogeneous products, and there would be perfect information and all these things, you know, and you have already covered these things in the previous video. Okay, so thus the price remains very much constant in the case of perfect competition. Okay, but we know that the revenue changes, and that is shown by the total revenue curve, which is an upward sloping curve, but the price remains constant. That is indicated by the marginal that is indicated by the average revenue curve, which is actually parallel to the x-axis, and it's a horizontal line. Okay, and in perfect competition you could see that AR equal to MR, that is price equals AR is equal to MR. That is the situation in the case of perfect competition. And coming to the imperfect competition, you could see that the price is not constant. As a result, you could see that the average revenue curve is not a horizontal line which is parallel to the x-axis. Now, it can increase or decrease as a result of changes in the market forces. The prices can increase or decrease. Okay, in order to increase sales, the seller we know that they have to reduce the price of the commodity, but when the price decreases, what happens is that the average revenue and marginal revenue would also decrease. And in the imperfect competitive market, both average revenue and marginal revenue, as you see in the figure, these two things actually slope downwards from left to right. And also it's very much important to understand that the marginal revenue curve is always below the average revenue curve. And at some point, the marginal revenue curve may also be zero, and it can also be negative. And but it is very much important to understand that the average revenue will always be positive. Now, in all the market situations, irrespective of whether it is perfect competition or whether it is imperfect competition, you have to note it down that average revenue is the price. Okay, average revenue equals price. Now, another important aspect you have to understand here is you have to understand the relationship between the AR curve and MR curve, that is the relationship between the average revenue curve and marginal revenue curve. And here also there is some kind of difference in between the pure competition and the imperfect competition. When I say pure competition, it is not exactly equal to the perfect competition. There is some kind of difference, but still it is similar to perfect competition. Okay, now in the case of pure competition or perfect competition, you know that there have been a large number of firms in the market, and also the firm is a price taker. Each firm cannot influence the price. As a result, they will accept the prevailing price in the market, and thus they will become the price taker in the market. As a result, you could see that the firm's demand curve is infinitely elastic. And as the firm sells more and more units of the commodity they produce at the given price in the market, what happens is that its total revenue will increase. But the rate of increase in the total revenue will be constant. We have already seen that, and there will be an equality between the average revenue and marginal revenue in the case of perfect competition. So this is the relationship in the case of average revenue and marginal revenue in the perfect competition. Both AR and MR would be equal in perfect competition. Now, coming to the imperfect competition, we just take the example of monopoly. You can take any examples of when it comes to imperfect competition, monopolistic competition, oligopoly, monopoly, everything comes in the imperfect competition, because there are imperfections. There is no asymmetric information. There would be like asymmetric information in the market. I mean, information is not symmetric. There won't be perfect knowledge available regarding the market conditions to all the sellers. There would be restrictions regarding entry and all, and there would be some kind of restrictions. There would be some kind of imperfections. So compared to what we could see in the case of perfect competition. So you can take the examples of either monopoly or monopolistic competition or oligopoly, whatever it may be. So all these three kinds of market structures are considered as imperfect competition. Okay, so in this case, you have to understand that unlike in the case of perfect competition, a firm under imperfect competition can sell more only by lowering its price. So as a result, the average revenue curve is downward sloping, and its corresponding marginal revenue curve would always also be downward sloping, and the marginal revenue curve would be lying below the average revenue curve. Okay, so that means that both the average revenue curve and marginal revenue curve would be sloping downwards, and the marginal revenue curve would be lying down the average revenue curve. At the same time, it's very important to note that the rate of fall in the marginal revenue curve is actually double than that of the average revenue curve. It's not all here, it's fall. Okay, that is the rate of fall in the marginal revenue curve is double than that of the fall in the average revenue curve. So that's very important. When we say in terms of curve, you can say say like this, or when it comes to the average revenue or marginal revenue, you can say that the rate of fall in the marginal revenue is double than that of the fall in the average revenue. Okay, that's it. So when MR and AR are straight lines and slope downwards, you have to understand one more thing, that is AR and MR are straight lines and slope downwards. In this case, the marginal revenue falls twice as much as fall in the average revenue, the same thing that we have already understood. And in other words, you can say that the marginal revenue will cut any perpendicular to the y-axis at halfway to the average revenue curve. So that's all. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe this channel for more videos.